Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Sunday, June 5th, 2016, around 7:40 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. Raining again after a break, and it's coming down like crazy. Over an inch of rain tonight. Tomorrow, going to feel like summer. Tuesday, a cold front's coming through with heavy thunder showers and boomers. That's the leading edge of cooler air for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the weekend. Below average. Some news to report. The Los Angeles Dodgers have designated outfielder Carl Crawford for assignment. He's owed $35 million for the next year and a half. The LA Dodgers got Carl Crawford from the Boston Red Sox in that mega deal in 2012, and it could be the end of the road for Carl Crawford. And also, for the first time ever, the Billerica Public Library is going to have Saturday hours during the summer. Before, the Billerica Public Library was closed both Saturday and Sunday through the summer months. But this year, for the first time ever, they're going to be open Saturdays, but limited hours, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., beginning June 18th. And they'll close on Sundays. That's the only day that they're going to be closed during the summer, and maybe the holiday. That's good. So people could go to the library at 4 hours. I still go to the library in Billerica. I get lots of books, and I like to read them when I'm not doing video blogs or social media. And that's about it on news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is about the late, great game show host Peter Tomerkam. Peter was one of the top game show hosts in the 1980s. He was famous for hosting Press Your Luck. For 3 years, he was kind of a wise guy, very humorous when he hosted his game shows, and could have been one of the biggest game show hosts of all time, but the genre basically stopped in the 1990s. Peter was born in Orland, New York, and his family owned a jewelry store called Dee's Jewelry Store, and Peter is of Jewish descent, and he lived in Orland, New York for the first 8-9 years of his life. Then his family moved to Beverly Hills, California. And he went to Beverly Hills High School, and he graduated there in 1960. He went to UCLA, and he majored in English. After Peter graduated from college, he went to work as an editor for Women's Wear Daily and Business Weekly in New York City in the 1960s and early 70s. Then Peter moved back to the West Coast, and he owned his own advertisement firm in the 1970s. He actually directed some commercials, and he actually acted in some television shows, and he actually was an actor in a few TV shows and movies. He was in Heaven Can Wait, starring Warren Beatty in 1978. He was actually in an episode of The Rockford Files in 1978. And he was still doing a lot of advertising all over the place. His agent suggested that in early 1980 that Peter should become a game show host, and Peter replied, "Why do I want to be a game show host for?" His agent says you could only work 4 days out of the month and make a good 6-figure salary. And Peter decided to take a stab at game shows. He hosted a series of failed game show pilots in the early 1980s, including Rodeo Drive. It was like a kind of a gossip game show that eventually got sold in 1990 by Lifetime Television, hosted by Louis Duhat, and he also hosted a medieval game show pilot called Do in the Daytime for NBC, but NBC passed it because it would have been an hour-long show. Peter's first game show was Hitman on NBC, which only lasted 13 weeks. And it was famous for the last episode when the announcer Rod Roddy says, "If you'd like to be a contestant on Hitman, forget it." But Peter's best game show, most known game show, was Press Your Luck, that ran on CBS from September 1983 through September 1986. Peter was so enthusiastic in that game show. Press Your Luck was a question and answer game show where players would answer the right questions to get spins to win big time money and the whammy. And Peter was so great on that. He acted a little bit of a wise guy and had humor. And Press Your Luck was a big hit for 3 years on CBS. After Press Your Luck got canceled, Peter continued to host game shows. He hosted pilot for Wordplay in 1986, but he got passed for the show by Tom Kennedy. He also hosted Bargain Hunters, which was like a home shopping version of The Price is Right, which only lasted a few weeks on ABC. He also hosted Wipeout, which was on syndication, which he also co-produced for a year. He also hosted a few other game show pilots, including TKO by Mark Goodson Productions, Two Heads Are Better Than One by Press Your Luck creator Bill Carruthers, and he also hosted Live Wire pilot for NBC, which was going to be done live, but NBC passed on that pilot because it would have been too much. And eventually game shows fell out of favor for the networks and syndication, so Peter became a producer for America's Funniest People and a few other programs. He was a host for GSN during the early years. He actually hosted a few of their original game shows called Trivia Tracks and Decades, among others. And Peter hosted infomercials in the late 1990s. He hosted one more game show that was in 2000. It was Paranoia on Fox Family Channel, which was done live. That only lasted about a month or so. Then Peter just basically went into semi-retirement. He became a real estate agent and sold real estate in Southern California area. And Peter actually appeared, hosted a pilot for Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck, but that went to Todd Newton. He hosted a documentary, Big Bucks, the Press Your Luck scandal for GSN. He hosted a round of Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck in 2003. And then Peter became a private pilot to volunteer for Angel Flight West, which provided free transportation for people in need who were suffering from serious illnesses or diseases or cancer. And Peter became a good pilot, and he did that for volunteering. But one day in March of 2006, Peter and his second wife, Catherine, were going to go on an airplane for where they live to pick up a patient in San Diego, but the plane was experiencing a lot of problems. It crashed into the Pacific Ocean, and Peter and his wife Catherine were killed instantly, and he passed. It was the age of 63. Was very, very sad for Peter Tomerkam to pass at an early age. He had 3 kids from his first marriage. It was so sad. And Peter, I remember him like hosting Press Your Luck. That was his claim to fame. Reruns of Press Your Luck on the Game Show Network, 9:30s Monday through Friday, and on Buzzer from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. weekdays, and from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday nights, and from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. late Sunday nights, early Sunday morning. And that's about it on Peter Tomerkam. That's about it on these video blogs: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Tomorrow, only 2 video blogs. First video blog will be about Get TV, a digital over-the-air network, and second video blog will be about the 2-year anniversary of my video blogs. Tell you about the history of and things that you're going to look forward to in year 3, which is going to be pretty amazing. More great stories, more subjects, and hopefully a guest or 2. I really want a guest. And don't forget Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. 4 more spots available for like a video blog subject you want me to talk about. Private message me, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and Google+. And good night. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Winning guy. Molly Roseblood of WCCOX has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning, she's the best. Amy Swansea, so awesome. And in the words of Dr. Thomas Sharkey, principal at BMHS, this action will not be tolerated. Bye.